Hey guys, I did a video recently on some novelty animal antennas, and I received a comment asking about TV lamps. I think I showed this one in an earlier video about TV accessories, but since then I've picked up a few more TV lamps and a couple unusual antennas, so I thought it deserved another video. So what a TV lamp is a lamp that was designed to sit on top of a TV and throw light behind the TV to illuminate the wall behind it. The idea was to eliminate eye strain. These old sets really needed to be viewed in a dim room, otherwise the picture would be too washed out. But if you didn't have any lighting other than the TV, the eye strain could be pretty severe. So the idea was to provide a soft backlight behind the TV to reduce eye strain. So here's one of the most basic ones I have, which is just a seashell on a gold-plated base, and you can see there's a low wattage light bulb in there designed to cast light onto the wall behind it. Here's another lamp in the shape of a leopard, which was very popular for some reason. I suppose the most classic is the Black Panther. There's also twin Siamese cats that's very common. I've avoided collecting those two simply because they're so common, but I really like this one. I've also seen this in black and brown. I like the green though. I think the green looks really good on top of a blonde set like this. Here's a better look at it with the lights turned on. There are a couple compartments, like there are in a lot of these, to store plants and whatnot. But after having refinished a couple sets because of water stains, I have no intention of ever putting any type of plant or water near any of these. So for now, all of mine are just empty. I suppose I could put some maybe sand in there and some type of dried cattails or something just to spruce it up a little bit, but I'm not big on interior design, so right now I'll just leave it like that. More recently, I picked up this set of TV lamp and matching container. I've seen this a couple times, but I never saw the matching container before, so I was happy to get that. I think it looks especially nice on top of this Bakelite TV. And it's nice the way it fits on here with this sort of indent here, because the antenna fits in there very nicely. Again, there's a low wattage bulb behind to illuminate the wall back here. And from the front, you get this nice curved shell. You can put stuff in here, you can put stuff in here. Here's the most recent and final TV lamp in my collection. I got this off eBay, and from the pictures, I wasn't quite sure what it would look like in person, but I'm very happy with the results. This is a lot cooler than I was hoping for. So again, it has a light bulb inside, low wattage, and it shines light behind. I really like this black look with this white speckled pattern throughout it. Unfortunately, the cord that came with this was really trash, so I've yet to plug it in. So I thought as part of this video I would restore that. I did pick up a new lamp cord for it, and I'll head off into the workshop and try to put it on. Okay, to replace this cord, I need to get this socket out, which is held in by this nut here. I'll have to get a tool and carefully remove that. I'll try not to scratch the ceramic here. And then these two wires are probably held in by some screws I just need to remove. Now as for the cord itself, often I will just get a cheapo extension cord for a couple bucks and cut the end off and just use this, which is great for test equipment or TVs that you need more current, but it's pretty heavy for a lamp. This is I think 16 gauge. So I went to local home improvement centers. One of them had them for $6 each, which I thought was ridiculous. I went to another place and they were about $3 a piece for the brown, white, and silver. So I got a brown and a silver here. The gold, though, that they wanted $6 for. Same company, same length, same gauge, but twice as much for the gold. So I don't know if that gold tinted plastic costs more to produce than the clear tinted plastic, but at any rate, I thought the silver would look better with this silvery whitish shell anyway, so that's what I want to go with. Well, that was easy enough to get out. It turns out it was only finger tight, so I removed that nut, and this came right out. I heard a bunch of debris rattling around inside, so I cleaned it out. So looks like a bit of broken mirrors, a piece of metal, some fuzz, and assorted crap. Well, I got all that out. So here's the socket. It is just 2 screws, so I'll just loosen these 2 up, take out the old wire, take my new cord, which is already stripped. Very convenient. I'll wrap that around and reinstall it. Well, that was easy enough. I guess the way they designed this is the cord just hangs out the back here. I noticed on the instructions with the lamp cord they have something that they call an underwriter's knot. It's something new to me. I assume that came from Underwriter's Laboratory, and that's a safe way to lace the 2 leads together to provide a strain relief as it feeds through the lamp base there, but this doesn't have one, so I just have the 2 wires coming out. Now for the important thing, does it actually work? Well, here we go. How about that? Not my most challenging restoration, but hey, successful anyways. Now I'll go put on, and then I'll go bring it into the other room and put it on top of a TV and see how it looks against a wall. So here it is on top of a TV near a wall. Kind of a nice effect. I'll turn the lights off so you get a better look. So that was the general idea, is to provide a light glow behind the TV while you're watching it. One thing you want to be careful of on both lamps and antennas is check the bottom. Now on this I've replaced the felt, but this one's still the original. It's not too bad, but if that wears out much more, I'm just going to be scraping that rough ceramic on top of my Bakelite or wood finish, whatever it may be. And that's not a good idea. So on a lot of these, like on this, I've had to put my own new felt on it. You can buy felt very inexpensively in large rolls. I got some off of eBay. Remove the old felt, take a piece of the new stuff, cut it a bit larger than you need, peel off the adhesive protection back here, stick it on the base, and then I use a single-edged razor blade to trim it close. And then you won't have to worry about scratching anything anymore. It slides around real nice. As for the 2 new antennas I mentioned, here they are. These are UHF antennas. You're probably more used to one like this, where it's just a hoop or a couple concentric hoops in this case. But these are very early UHF antennas. This one's made by Radion. It's engraved here. Both of these are made out of aluminum, anodized aluminum, more specifically. This one can swivel back and forth. And there's a control on top. Not quite sure what it's for. I haven't taken this apart yet, but I imagine it adjusts some type of capacitor inside. And here are the 2 screw terminals for the wires to connect to the TV. This one you adjust it by tilting either triangle in or out. And this has twin lead that would have come out here, but the cord is long gone. I'll have to replace it if I ever want to use this. But I think they're pretty cool. I've seen this one a few times, but I never saw this triangular one before. So I was really happy to win this off of eBay. Now one last thing. This lamp that's in the background, I've shown this in a few of my videos and I've had some comments on it. This is the only thing in my collection that's really not that old. It's a reproduction made in the mid-80s in Japan. It's a reproduction of an Art Deco lamp. I don't know if there was ever a very specific lamp made in the 20s or 30s that looked like this, but there are certainly lamps that were in a very similar style, which is like an Egyptian revival motif. They discovered King Tut's tomb, I believe, in the late teens, early 20s, and for a while it was very popular to make things that had kind of an Egyptian look about them. Even as a reproduction, this was fairly expensive. This is a huge, very heavy piece of cast brass or bronze, probably bronze. Very well made, very nice lamp. Occasionally I see originals and they go for considerably more, so I don't mind. It's a reproduction. It's the best I could afford and I really, really like it.